When news broke that investigators had been called to Mike Rowe's home, fans feared the worst. The Dirty Jobs host, known for his humor and hard work, had always kept his private life private, until now. What started as a routine property check quickly turned shocking. Inside his Maryland home, officials found walls lined with old film reels, handwritten notes, and boxes labeled confidential. Some contained unseen footage of jobs that had never been recorded: mines, laboratories, even restricted military sites. Letters hidden behind cabinets warned Mike of dangers tied to exposing certain industries. Each discovery seemed to lead to another, hinting at a deeper, hidden story. A locked steel door at the end of his hallway revealed the real surprise: a windowless, soundproof chamber filled with hard drives, cameras, notebooks, and photos of workers Mike had filmed over the years. Many items had cryptic symbols and annotations connecting one story to another. Among them was a journal of unaired projects and letters from whistleblowers. The most chilling find was a VHS tape labeled Episode 0, the job that started it all. It showed Mike in a desolate facility, warning, "Some jobs aren't meant to be seen." The footage, predating Dirty Jobs, hinted at secret industries he had documented long before the show aired. Mike later admitted the tape was from an earlier independent documentary, The Forgotten Trades, revealing a side of his career and a mystery in his home that no one expected. Mike explained that his earlier project aimed to expose dangerous, abandoned industries in rural America, facilities left behind with no oversight. But what he and his team discovered, he claimed, was something he was strictly forbidden to discuss. His voice cracked as he admitted, "We found something that wasn't supposed to be there, something the public wasn't meant to see." His notebooks corroborated the story: entries about sudden funding cuts, missing footage, and warnings from anonymous officials. Some pages mentioned strange late-night phone calls. To protect the evidence, Mike had been secretly documenting everything, keeping physical backups hidden at home. The most shocking discovery came behind a false panel in the steel room. A small safe containing sealed vials labeled with coded numbers and chemical hazard symbols. Mike insisted they were props from a canceled waste disposal episode, but authorities, including the Department of Environmental Safety, treated them with extreme caution. Within days, the samples were removed under heavy security, and the property was sealed. Mike vanished from the public eye, canceling appearances and posting only one cryptic line online: "Truth has a way of surfacing, whether you like it or not." Fans and forums exploded with speculation, piecing together pulled episodes, distracted interviews, and hints of unseen projects. Investigators probing The Forgotten Trades, Mike's pre-Dirty Jobs documentary, found traces in old festival catalogs and production notes, including a decommissioned Pennsylvania biomaterial facility, where Mike's team accidentally recorded footage later erased. Crew members were mostly unreachable, some moving overseas soon after. At his home, analysts found a hard drive, Project MR, Archive 7, containing nearly 2 decades of files, some mundane, others alarming. Blurred industrial sites, distorted warnings, and footage of unknown figures tracking Mike. Metadata showed remote access long after he claimed to disconnect the devices, suggesting secret surveillance. The media frenzy exploded. Fans, late-night hosts, and conspiracy theorists dubbed it the Rowe Files. Insiders whispered government officials had quietly collected leftover archives. Official statements were vague. Authorities claimed environmentally sensitive materials were found in Mike's home. Leaks added more. A 2003 shoot at a closed processing plant was abruptly shut down. Footage never aired. Now, with Episode 0, sealed vials and encrypted drives, specialists uncovered extensive notes on illegal dumping, worker illnesses, and multi-state cover-ups. Many workers later disappeared or died under suspicious circumstances. In a private interview, Mike said, "I wanted people to see what happens when honesty meets profit. Some jobs were too dangerous to show." He hinted that powerful corporations had pressured the network to suppress segments exposing the truth. Mike withdrew again, relocating to a remote area, while multiple federal agencies reviewed his materials, not to charge him, but to assess their contents. Investigators cataloged over 4 terabytes of data, dozens of artifacts, and decades of handwritten notes. The files included whistleblower confessions about unsafe working conditions, illegal hazardous waste dumping, and military contracts disguised as civilian projects. Some bore cryptic labels like Red Sand Dossier and the Lost Pipeline, which vanished when traced. Disturbing late-night audio warnings to Mike, recorded years earlier, showed he had meticulously documented every threat, anticipating that the truth might one day surface. The Dirty Jobs team released a cautious statement. Mike Rowe has always sought truth through work. We ask for privacy while authorities conclude their investigation. Fans, however, erupted online with hashtags like #WhatMikeFound and #URoweRevealed. Neighbors reported unmarked vehicles circling his property, and one claimed Mike returned one night to collect a single box before disappearing again. Whatever was inside that box, missing journal pages or evidence of a massive cover-up, was clearly something Mike trusted no one else with. Then, after weeks of silence, Mike Rowe reappeared with a cryptic video titled, "A Few Things You Should Know." The question on everyone's mind: was he finally ready to reveal the full story? Mike Rowe, the beloved Dirty Jobs host, found himself at the center of a shocking mystery when investigators entered his Maryland home. What began as a routine inspection uncovered hidden vaults, old footage, notebooks, and strange devices, evidence of jobs and projects that were never meant to be seen. Among the discoveries was Episode 0, showing Mike at abandoned industrial sites years before Dirty Jobs, footage the network refused to air. His personal journals revealed warnings, mysterious phone calls, and unseen incidents documenting unsafe working conditions, chemical dumping, and workers who later disappeared under suspicious circumstances. A locked safe contained sealed vials labeled with chemical hazards. Though Mike insisted they were props, federal agencies intervened, and unmarked vans and security teams soon appeared around his property. Fans speculated endlessly as Mike vanished from public view. Then came a brief, cryptic video. "Sometimes the truth you dig up doesn't make it to air. I didn't expect it to follow me home." Shortly after, a final fragmentary video surfaced showing Mike exploring dark underground corridors and warning, the real dirty job was keeping quiet. The footage disappeared as mysteriously as it appeared. His home was cleared, his belongings moved, and former crew members posted cryptic messages hinting at buried secrets. Later, a package arrived at a news station, a note signed MR, and a USB of unseen Dirty Jobs clips. Heartfelt stories of ordinary Americans, a reminder that the true work was never about scandal, but about people. Mike Rowe's whereabouts remain unknown. What was uncovered in his house revealed a man devoted to truth and hard work, a man willing to dig where others feared to look, and a man whose legacy extends far beyond the screen.